What is going on, everybody, and welcome to today's video with me, a friendly neighborhood pirate, wardwickss. And in today's video we'll be going over 99 attack, strength, and defense, a guide to be getting those, so let's do it. Okay, so this right here is how you're going to start off. We're going to start off with questing. We're going to do quite a few quests here, but it will definitely pay off in the end. Basically, the goal of these quests is to try and get to the end of the Fremenic Isles here, where by the end of that we'll have 50 attack, 45 strength, and 48 defense. This is so that we can start off of our combat training with semi-decent armor, and we can also have the granite longsword. Okay, so we're going to start off by doing the waterfall quest here, which will get us 30 attack and 30 strength. Then we move on to the Holy Grail quest, which will get us 31 defense. Then move over to Fight Arena, which will get us 36 attack. And then Vampire Slayer, which will get us 38 attack. The Tree Gnome Village, which will get us 31 attack. Dragon Slayer, which will get us 38 strength and 39 defense. Then we're going to move on to the Grand Tree, which will get us 44 attack. And then we're going to have Olaf's Quest to get us 42 defense. Then we're going to do Monkey Madness 1 to get 49 attack, 43 strength, and 47 defense. Monkey Madness 1 here is an important quest because this will give us access to the Dragon Skimulator. And then we're going to have the Fremenic Trials, which will get us 49 attack, 43 strength, and 48 defense. This is so that we can have access to the Fremenic Isles, but also this is so that when we start out actually killing stuff, not just questing for our XP, we can have the Berserker Helm. And then we're going to be doing the Fremenic Isles, which will get us 50 attack, 54 strength, and 48 defense. This is important because then we can have the Helm of Ned unlocked for later. We won't be able to start with it, but we will get it later. Plus we will have the 50 attack, which, as I said, we can start with the Granite Longsword. So now we can basically skip over like Rune and Down, and we can just start with that. We will also be using like rune armor, but at least our attack, like our weapon, will be better, so we can get better XP per hour. Now also at this point, after completing the Fremenic Isles, if you do have 55 Slayer, you can use the Leaf-Bladed Sword, which will be better than the Granite Sword. So I'm going to be using the Granite Sword, as I'm assuming that you probably wouldn't have 55 Slayer, but if you do happen to have 55 Slayer, then instead of any part in this guide where I use the Granite Sword, just use the Leaf-Bladed Sword, as it is a bit better. Okay, so once you have finished the questing, this is the gear that you're going to hopefully have. So you're going to want to have the Berserker Helm on, the Arty Cloak. Now you'll have probably at this point the 1. Now I have the Arty Cloak 3 as I have the diaries done, and I can't actually get an Arty Cloak 1 anymore because I have the Arty Cloak 3, but you probably have the Arty Cloak 1. Now if you don't have the Arty Cloak 1, you can just use a Obsidian Cape. That is perfectly fine. The Amulet of Fury, if you can't afford an Amulet of Fury, then you can just get a Amulet of Glory. The Granite Longsword, or the Leaf-Bladed Sword, as we had spoke about earlier, a Rune Plate Body and Legs, and Kite Shield, a Combat Bracelet. Now you can at this point have Kahooted a method where you can have Barrow's Gloves, but I'm assuming most people haven't done that, as that's a lot of extra work. So at this point in time, just have the Combat Bracelet on, the Rune Boots, and then a Berserker Ring. Now I have the Berserker Ring Eye, but you probably won't have the eye by this point, so you'll just have a Berserker Ring. So at this point you'll have 50 attack, 45 strength, and 48 defense. So I'd recommend that from this method we're about to do, you get your way to 50 defense and 50 strength. So for this, we're going to be killing sand crabs on Zia here. So this is located at the bottom of Zia, this Sand Crab Peninsula here. Now there is sand crabs that you can kill on the shore here, but there's only 2 of them is the best that you can get. These are super AFK and good combat XP, so a lot of people do them. That's the one downside, is that they are crowded, so it does take some time to find a world. Once you find a world, you can AFK here. You only have to basically move to keep yourself logged in, and then once every 10 minutes you'll just have to run a bit away and then come back just to gain aggro again. So that is why a lot of people do this, but we will be doing it. If you talk to Sandy Crab here and take the quick travel, you'll pay 10k, and then you will come to this little crab island here, because there are better spots. As you can see, there's a lot of people here, low level people. This is easy to AFK, and with this gear on we won't actually take any damage whatsoever, so we're just going to bring a bunch of attack and strength potions, and then this is just the gear that once we have level 50 defense, we'll just be able to put this on. This isn't required at all, as again with this gear you won't be taking any damage. I just brought this with just to show you what the next progression of gear would be like. So for example here I have found a world, so all I'll have to do is just stand in these rock crabs here. I will put on slash, and then I'll start training my strength. Now, your attack and strength will be the ones that give, like, the two skills that make it so that you'll gain more experience, and then the defense will just make it so that you can wear better armor. Better armor can give you better stats, whatnot. So basically, you'll just want to potion up here, so attack and strength, and then just have your slash on until you get to 60, until 50 strength, and then have your block on until you get to 50 defense, and then we'll go from there. I go from there, I mean actually stay exactly where you are. So now at this point in time, now you'll have 50 attack, 50 strength, and 50 defense. Now you'll want to train up to 60 attack. Okay, so once we have hit level 60 attack, this is a big help and boost to us, as now we will be able to equip the Dragon Scimitar. Now as you can see, this has significantly better stats than the Granite Longsword that we've been using, so this will get us a lot more experience per hour. So from here, we will want to move over to Giant Red Spiders. So for these are located on the 3rd floor of the Stronghold of Security. These are a bit better than the rock crabs from earlier. They are also, the sand crabs from earlier. They're also a little bit less crowded. So here we're going to want to train up to 70 attack, up to 70 strength, and up to 70 defense. Now, technically, you could not do the strength if you wanted to and just move straight on to the next method, but I would recommend having that strength, as without it, you will not be hitting very, very good on the next method, so just get base 70, 70, and 70. Also, if you'd like to add 65 attack and 65 strength, you can go and to the Warriors Guild and get a Dragon Defender. So if you'd like to, you can add 65 attack and strength, stop doing the Giant Spiders, go to the Warriors Guild and get yourself a Dragon Defender. Once you have level 60 defense, you will be able to actually use that Dragon Defender. So there you can spend some time. You'll be killing Cyclopses, so you'll be getting strength, attack, or defense XP, whichever one you're training. Plus, you'll actually be working on getting that Dragon Defender out of the way, which is something that you're going to want for the rest of the game either way. So at 65, you can stop and do that, or if you'd like to just keep on AFK and you don't really care about the Dragon Defender for some reason, you can just stay here until 70, 70, 70. But once you have got your Dragon Defender, if you do not have 70, 70, and 70, then I recommend just coming back to here and finishing off having 70 in all your combat stats, or all your melee stats, sorry. Okay, so once we have hit 70 strength, 70 attack, and 70 defense, we will be moving over to doing Derox at Nightmare Zone. Now at this point in time, I'm assuming that you've probably gotten yourself a fire cape. If not, then just keep using whatever cape you had from before. You won't want to have dragon boots. I'm also going to be assuming that you're using Barrow's gloves by this point. If you do not have the Barrow's gloves though, just keep using the combat bracelet. And then next that we'll just have the Derox helm, the Derox Great Axe, body and legs. That'll be the only other change. Next to that, we'll keep the same amulet, same ring, and then of course we'll have the dragon boots, the fire cape, and the Barrow's gloves. Also though, if you have the money, you can also upgrade your Amulet of Fury here to a Amulet of Torture, but that is not required at all. If you don't have the, if you don't even have enough money for the glory, for a Fury, you can just use a glory. But if you do have a bunch of money, then you can upgrade the Fury to a Amulet of Torture. And then last but not least, we will also be adding a blessing of any kind to our gear setup here, which will just go in our arrow slot. This will just give us a little bit more prayer bonus. Okay, and then for the inventory here, we'll want to have 3 overload potions, 8 absorption potions, 1 granite maul, 1 rock cake, and then the rest of your inventory of prayer potions. Now the overloads and the absorptions you'll actually get from doing Nightmare Zone, so you will have to do a couple of runs of just random stuff using your previous gear before the Derox here, or just praying melee and using prayer potions if you want to use the Derox to get some points. I won't be going over that at all. I can make a Nightmare Zone guide, if like a full entire overview guide, if you would like. You can leave in the comments below if you would like me to make one of those, but for now I'm just going to assume that you have the overloads and the absorption potions. Okay, and to actually start, you'll want to talk to the demonic onion over here. Right click him and click Dream, and then click on Rumble, and then click on Customizable Hard. And then he'll want you to pay 26k, which you can just put money inside of this little coffer here, and then that'll just pay him his 26k. So we'll just say yes, yes, and then we'll go over here to this potion thing. Now, you have to select 5 bosses for this. So the 5 bosses that I recommend to do are the Moss Giant from Roving Elves, Dad from Troll Stronghold, the Khazar Warlord from Tree Gnome Village, Arg from Troll Romance, and Ice Troll King from the Fremennik Isles. You will actually have to have these quests, so Roving Elves, Troll Stronghold, Tree Gnome Village, Troll Romance, and the Fremennik Isles actually done to kill these bosses. So this is another bit of questing here, but these are quests that you're probably going to get out of the way, if not by this point, then fairly soon. So you can just get these quests done and have access to these bosses, as this will make your melee experience here a lot more experience per hour. Okay, so once you have it set up like that, you just want to click accept, and then we will go inside here. So then we'll just come inside of here. So then you'll just want to use your overload here, and then it will drain 50 health points here. So we'll just let it do its thing. So then once it's done with that, then we'll just guzzle the rock cake to get ourselves down to 1 HP. And then also before they spawn, we will drink some of these absorption potions just so that we don't get one hit while going down to while guzzling here. So we'll just keep guzzling. You will have like about 20 seconds or so before they actually spawn and start hitting you. So you will have enough time to do this easily. So just want to do that and then just drink the absorption potion until you have a full absorption, which is 1000 points. Each dose gives you 50 points. Then you'll just want to put on your piety, put on whichever thing you're going to be training. I'd recommend going and doing a blend of attack and strength until you get up to, well, basically 99, because the defense here doesn't actually affect anything, as you won't ever die. So I do a blend of attack and strength up until 99 of each, and then I just work on defense as the last skill. Now, if you're doing other stuff, you can level up your defense as well with it if you'd like. Maybe go to like 80, 80, 80, 90, 90, 90, and then like 95, 95, 95, 99, 99, 99. But for more experience per hour, I'd recommend doing like a blend of getting like, let's say, attack and strength up to maybe like 80, 80, and then 90, 90, then maybe taking your defense and getting that up to 80, and then taking your attack and strength and going to 99, 99, and then taking your defense up to 99. This will just get you more experience per hour faster, because the better your attack and the better your strength is, the better you'll hit. Because I'm obviously hitting very good, as I do have 99 of those of attack and strength. But at level 70, you won't hit as good. But with overloads, you'll still hit fairly good. Now, the only other thing to mention here is with the rock cake here, you'll take down to 1 HP, but your HP will heal. So you will at least once every about 30 seconds or so want to flick the rapid heal ability here. And also, there we go, just the Nars here, these things can actually like range you and then pull you over, so you'll just have to be wary about that. The more things attacking you, the faster you'll lose your absorption potion, so you want to try and like face as few of these as possible at once and just like be targeting by one or so, but it doesn't really matter too much, as you'll easily cover the absorption potions with the points that you get here. But as I was saying, so you'll just want to flick the rapid heal once every about 30 seconds or so, that your health never goes up to 2, as at 2 you'll take 2 damage off of your absorption potions here every time you get hit. But currently, any of these 4 people up can only max me a 1, as I only have 1 HP. So, and I can only take off 1 damage from my absorption potion here. So, I'm hardly losing any health. As you can see, I've been here for this whole amount of time and I already lost 11 absorption potion. So I will stay here for a while, right? With the piety up, with Derox. Derox is better at 1 HP, sorry, so it does more damage there. So now the yellow orb that you just found, that you just let me pick up there, that you want to pick up because that'll give you infinite spec. So now you can use that, and then you can switch over to your Gmaul. This is basically why we brought the Gmaul, and then you can just spam click your spec on the Gmaul. That's the only power up that you actually want to pick up, is the yellow one. So basically, yeah, you'll pick up the yellow one, and then you'll just be able to spam your Gmaul here, just to your heart's content, until the effect of it has actually worn off, and then you'll just go back to your Derox Axe. Just remember to take the rapid heal at least once every 30 seconds, so that your health doesn't go up to 2, and that's basically the whole entire method. Is you just sit here whenever you're out of prayer potions or out of absorption potions, you can just go out, bank, get more prayer potions, and come back in. It's very easy, very AFK, like, you don't have to put too much attention into this. You can be playing on another account, you can be watching like a movie, you can be doing a lot of other stuff. It's very, very easy to do, and very, very good experience per hour. So this should easily be able to get you to 99 attack, strength, and defense in no time. And I would just like to thank you all for watching the video. I hope that this has helped you. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns at all, do feel free to post them in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer them as the moment I see them appear. Obviously, I'm not always here, but whenever, like the moment I see them, I'll try and answer them for you. If you do have any comments, but hopefully I went over everything in the guide, and thank you for watching.